Alright, Shalom. Shalom. This is your brother Issachar coming back at you with another lesson. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Wakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect and the 144,000 scattered across the four corners of the earth. Shalom to you. Alright, in today's lesson, we're going to get right into it. We're going to get into the Lord's name, YAHAWASHI, that He is the Lion of the tribe of Judah. So not only are we going to go into His true biblical name, but we're going to also give you today the characteristics of YAHAWASHI, how He looks, okay, how, that way you get to know the Lord better, not just, His name. We're going to go over, how the Lord is, His characteristics, that way you can know the Lord, YAHAWASHI, who the world stubbornly calls Jesus Christ. You dig? Alright, so we're going to start off today in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4. Let's go down. The two most important names that you can know is the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and the name of His Son, which is YAHAWASHI. So you need those names, Yahweh and YAHAWASHI. It's just like a key, it's just like a key when you want to get inside your house, right? If you don't have that key, you're not getting inside that house. Unless, you break the window or, do something weird, but, this, generally speaking, if you don't have a key, you're not getting inside that house, right? Same thing with the email. So this is why it's so crucial and important. You gotta understand the severity of why the true prophets, teach that name YAHAWASHI, Yahweh and YAHAWASHI. Because just like an email, for instance, let's say, alright, whatever, you don't have, all the letters, all the spacing and numbers correct, you're not sending that email. Those of you that ever send an email, sometimes there's lowercase, there's uppercases, sometimes there's a space. You can't just guess. What if somebody says, hey, email me your information, whatever, like let's say you're emailing somebody, and your friends. Let's say you're emailing your boss because you have to, or a company because you're trying to turn in your resume before you even get hired, or whatever, So the thing is that, if you don't have that correct email, if every letter, is not correct, sometimes there's lowercase, there's uppercase, sometimes there's, spacings, numbers. If every, if every letter and number is not correct, you're not going to send that email, right? So this is how important it is, because imagine if, you had to do it for your job or whatever to get paid. Just for an example, you see? Alright, it's important because you're going to work the whole week, for free then? Because you didn't send in that right email, right? Right. So this is why the Lord is, commands, and tells His prophets to teach it His name. Not just, not just winging it, No, you have to teach in His name in truth and sincerity, because these false prophets, we have to point out IOIC again, just for an example, but, those who are not teaching in Yahweh and YAHAWASHI, you're not giving the righteous, the sheep, the correct directions. You're not giving them the correct name. This is Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 7. The lion is come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. See that? The destroyer of the Gentiles. He has gone forth from his place to make thy land desolate, and thy city shall be laid waste without inhabitant. Alright, so we're going to break this down. All right, the lion. Who's that? Okay, YAHAWASHI. And that's what I specifically wanted to focus on today, to show you that our Lord is the lion out of the tribe of Judah. You know, it doesn't say the the bird. You know, it doesn't say some flamingo. No, it's the lion. All right. When you see a lion, what's first things come to mind? Like that thing's it's strong, fierce. So this is the point. The lion, so YAHAWASHI, has come up from his thicket. So the Lord YAHAWASHI is going to come off the throne. He's going to be down here very soon. That's why we're entering a very heavy time, because when the Lord destroyed the world back then with water, he didn't come down here. Yeah, he used water, but he didn't come down here. I mean, he was here in the spirit, but he wasn't really down here. Okay, you got Sodom and Gomorrah, the angels and YAHAWASHI raining fire and brimstone, right? Right. Okay, but the Lord was, he was here in the spirit, but he wasn't really actually here. All right. Sodom and Gomorrah, when the Lord overthrown Nimrod. All right. So the thing is just that what you gotta understand is that the Lord is actually gonna be here. All right. Yahweh, the Most High, is gonna actually send His Son here. YAHAWASHI. He's actually gonna come down from the throne. He's not just gonna talk to you guys from the sky and no, he's really coming down here. This is what you gotta understand. It's a major event. Major is major, it's a major event. It's big time. He has gone forth from his place to make thy land desolate. Oh, and the destroyer of the Gentiles. Alright, let me start again from the top. Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 7. The lion has come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles. The destroyer. See? Destroyer. See, he's coming back to destroy you other nations. That's just to show you that God's not all love. So that's to show you of the Gentiles. Who are the Gentiles? You Edomites and heathens. See that? Is on his way. So yeah, he's right around the corner, ladies and gentlemen. He has gone forth from his place to make thy land desolate. Yeah, so he's coming off the throne to deal with the wicked and you other nations for what you did to the planet, his children, what you did to his son. He crossed them out, put up Caesar Borgia and these churches, so forth, right? And thy city shall be laid waste without inhabitant. There it is. All right, because the Lord's going to lay these cities flat, just completely, just done, just completely gone. This is what you got to understand, Oh, absolutely. So this is what the Lord is saying. Okay, because you gotta understand, how the Lord's gonna be here. All right, so the Lord's coming back with fierce anger. He's very strong, but he's very upset. Yes, he loves the righteous. All right. Yes, he's gonna deliver his elect. But what you gotta understand is that, the Lord is truly going to come down here physically. See that? So back again to those of you guys who are teaching the false names. The sheep are not getting the word correctly at all. So this is what you gotta understand. All right, they're not getting the word correctly at all. This is what you have to you gotta truly understand that. See? All right, just like that email. So here's another parable. Here's another example, just to give you an example of the severity. Okay, let you know exactly why it's so important. Why it's not just, hey, you guys got the wrong names. How we're right. We got the victory. Oh, you're wrong. We're right. No. All right. It's because it's a very serious situation. It's very serious. It's very serious, Mia. It's very serious, Mia. All right. This is what you have to understand. It's a very, very serious ordeal. That's something that you guys gotta understand. All right. So, for instance, let's say if there was a family, and they were gonna go on vacation to, let's just say from California to to the Grand Canyon, all right? 'Cause I'm not too familiar, you know, 'cause I don't really go too many places, but this is something that I can, you know, speak about because, you know, I live here, and I can, you know, I can explain it to you guys, you know, because I'm over here. I live over here in the West, you know, California. So it's just like an example, you know. So this is just to tell you guys, show you that, okay, so let's say a family, for instance, you know, let's say a family, for instance, you know, needed there's a family, for instance, and they needed, you know, directions. All right, let's say you had a father, a mother, you had, you know, a daughter, a son, and, you know, two sons, $2 and two sons, you know, make it equal right there. You know, you had, you know, a family, all right, and they were traveling out to the Grand Canyon from California, you know, and like let's just say like before all these phones and all that, you know, because right now you got Google Maps and all that. So let's say they go out there, you know, to the Grand Canyon, but they only have enough money to make it there, you know, and that's it. And then once they were gonna meet there, they were gonna meet up with their family members, and then they were gonna get, you know, they were gonna get some more money from their family members to make it back. So let's say that family was planning a family vacation, you know, and they only had enough money to make it from California to the Grand Canyon, you know, and just a little bit in between for, you know, just, you know, you know, fuel and just enough to make it there, you know, so for no detours. Let's say that family had just enough, baby. All right. So let's say that family was en route, right? And you know, you came to like a small town, you know, let's say whatever, 2 hours before the Grand Canyon, right? Right. So at that time, all right, let's say they stop at a little you know, a little gas station, you know, you know, they get some snacks, whatever, they get some gas, you know, they use the restroom, what have you. Okay? So now from there, all right, from right there, let's say, you know, they talk to somebody, the gas station attendant. Perfect. And they tell him, you know what, the father tells him, hey, you know what, excuse me, sir, you know, we're trying to get to the Grand Canyon. We're a little lost, but, you know, we noticed your gas station, so we stopped here, you know, to, you know, take a little break, a little rest. But, you know, do you know how to get to the Grand Canyon from here? And remember, that family only has just enough money to go directly to the Grand Canyon, you know, for no detours. So if they end up going the wrong way, they're not going to make it because they don't have enough money, they don't have enough funds, you know. And before you reach the Grand Canyon, it's a lot of desert, it's just emptiness. So let's say that gas attendant, he knew, or let's say it's a woman, let's say that gas attendant is a woman and she knew how to get to the Grand Canyon. An example, okay? So if that woman knew how to get to the Grand Canyon, all right, and that family member, remember the father told that mother, excuse me, you know how to get to the Grand Canyon, and that person, that gas attendant, all right, that gas station attendant told the father, all right, you know, you gotta go east when really you have to go north, all right, and let's say that she did it on purpose. So now that family is literally gonna be out there stranded in the desert with no money, nothing. So that family is gonna end up dying out there in the desert, you know, because this is before the phones, remember? So they have no phones, you know, they have no money, and now they had just enough just to get to the Grand Canyon. But the gas attendant, that woman, which represents, giving you guys a parable, an example, which represents you false teachers, you false preachers and pastors. Okay, you guys represent her, because and vice versa, because you're leading people to death. All right, you're worse than a serial killer because you have a lot of blood on your hands, because you know the truth, but you're not telling people, you know, the way to go. You're telling them to go the other way on purpose. So they're going to end up dying. Ladies and gentlemen, they're going to end up dying. You see? And that's exactly what's going to happen. Because if you don't teach that the Lord's name is YAHAWASHI, Yahweh and YAHAWASHI, literally, men, women, and children will die. Because once they declare martial law, once they start coming, you know, in with guns and all that, the UN troops, sleeper cells, there's more pestilence, all that, the people are going to be calling on Jesus and not YAHAWASHI, and they're going to die. It's that serious. All right, you know, just like so that's why it's a very serious ordeal. Jeremiah chapter 4 verse 7, the lion has come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. See, so the Lord is the destroyer of the Gentiles because they destroyed us. All right, read Psalms 83 verse 1 and down. Okay, all right, Psalms verse 83 verse 1 on down, all the way down to about like the 8th, 9th verse. It tells you that these nations and everything, that they're against us. Starting with Edom, Esau, the so-called white man, all right, that believes in Satan and Baphomet. Not the so-called white man that believes in the Lord. Okay, not the so-called white woman and white children that believe in the Lord. You guys are good folks. Do you hear? All right, because there's a difference. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. All right. So a lot of you say, oh no, they're just racist. They hate white people. Hey, check it out. Small fry. All right, not to make it about me or nothing, but just to give you information. My stepdad, his dad is German and his mom is a small hat. You know, and I'm cool with all three of them. My stepdad, his and his parents. His dad is German, and his mom's a small hat. And we're cool as heck. You know, oh, we're very cool. You know, so don't even go there like, oh, he just, you know, you guys just hate white people. No, I got so-called white people in my family. So don't even start. You know, and we're way chill. You see? All right, so don't even start, Scooter. Huh? Don't start. I know you want to start. Don't start. He has gone forth from his place to make thy land desolate. All right, so the Lord is gonna the Lord is gonna come back from, you know, the Lord's gonna come back from. He's gonna step off the throne to come down here to deal with the wicked. All right. He has gone forth from his place to make thy land desolate, and thy city shall be laid waste without inhabitant. See? Huh? So the Lord is gonna come back down here to destroy this place. Because it's about that time. It's about that time, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so now let's go to Revelation. Bear with me, let me go there real fast. Revelation 19. So Revelation chapter 19 verse 16. And he had on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. See that? All right. King of Kings and Lord of Lords. So the Lord is the King of Kings and Lord of Lords because he conquered Satan. It doesn't say he's the King of Israel, but Satan beat him. No, he's the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. So he got everybody beat. He got everybody beat. He conquered Satan and this earth. See? Huh? So the Lord, for an example, we're going to go to St. John next. The Lord, for an example, all right. Let's see. So the Lord, just to give you his characteristics, remember, he is the Lion of the tribe of Judah. Okay, so he's very strong. Just like, let's say like a car, for example. You have like the, what is that? The Ford. I think it's like an F-150. But if you want to upgrade it, it's like you get like the Raptor. You know, like you get the Raptor. It's like all equipped. You know how it looks like real beefy and all that. You know, it has like, it has the motor, it has the shocks, it has the tires, it has the fenders, it has all the bells and whistles, so to speak. You know? Okay, so because it's the very upgraded version. It's it's fully equipped. You know, it's very well built because it's like the top version. You know. All right. Same thing with like the Dodge. You had the Dodge what they call the Dodge Chargers. All right, where you have the Hellcat or the Challengers. So like I'm not too familiar. I know the Dodge, they have the Challenger and the Charger, but that you have the Hellcat because that's like and there may be one more model on top of that, but that's just something that I know. Just thinking on top of my head. So a regular, they have the regular Dodge, then they have like the Hellcat and all that. So this is what you have to understand because those right there, the Hellcats and all that, that right there shows us because that car is has a fast motor, it has like the good stitching and all that. It's well equipped, it's fully built. So that's how the Lord is. Okay, this is exactly how the Lord is. 100%. This is how the Lord is. This is how the Lord is, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so this is what you have to understand. Because the Lord is well equipped, He is well equipped. Okay, absolutely. He is well equipped. This is what you have to understand, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, He is YAHAWASHI, the Lion of the tribe of Judah. So the Lord is, you want to talk about muscles on top of muscles? All right, you're talking about a power. Just look at the Hellcat, look at the Raptor, how it's the top model. How look at how it's more beefier, all that. Can you imagine the Lord? All right, who's a God, who creates oceans? Look at the whales. Look how big those whales are. Look at the lions, the tigers, the giraffes. Look at outer space. And you think the Lord's gonna come back just like, hi guys, what's your FICO credit score? Hey, let's go buy some Skechers. Oh hell no. See, so just to show you, the Lord is a very, he's very well built. He's a top. He's the first spirit ever born. Just to let you know, because this generation has been totally, just feminized. You guys got the wrong perception and idea of how the Lord looks. All right, St. John chapter 15 verse 3. Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. So it's the word, ladies and gentlemen. It's not the actual water. It's the word. Okay, that's why you think the prophets are such a target to these elites? Because why? Because of them? What are they doing? The prophets, they're poor. They don't do anything. Are they going around with knives and baseball bats and threatening people? No. So why are they such a threat to this society? Because they have the word. They have the truth. That's the sword of the Lord. See? Because we don't have guns and all that. We're not out here threatening people, trying to hurt people. See? The prophets, a lot of them are poor. Some of them are even homeless. See? And they're still the biggest threat. Why? Because they have the word, mijo. They have the word, mija. That's all we need. Is the word. That's it. The Lord, the Lord got the rest. Huh? Alright, so now let's go to, bear with me. Let's go to the book of St. Luke. Alright, so we're going to go to the book of St. Luke, chapter 11, verse 52. Alright, St. Luke, chapter 11, verse 52. Woe unto you. It's like, so woe means like destruction, like a warning, woe, like destruction, war. There's destruction, death, woe. St. Luke, chapter 11, verse 52. Woe unto you, lawyers, for ye have taken away the key of knowledge. There, see the key? So that's it. Oh, there it is. So that just landed back to what I was saying about the door. Remember, like if you don't have a key, you're not opening that door. There it is. Prime example. Beautiful. Check it out. Saint Luke chapter 11 verse 52. Woe unto you, lawyers. All right. So these talking about these false prophets. All right, the prophets. For ye have taken away the key of knowledge. Talking about the false prophets, these false priests, these false teachers, these false religions. Ye enter not into yourselves, and them that are entering ye hindered. See that? Because you're misguiding them. Just like the Lord gave you that example of that family that had to go to the Grand Canyon. Remember? All right, because you're misguiding them. You know, let me select. Let me read it one more time. All right. Oh damn! I got some swords right here for sale. Spirit. All right. Right here. St. Luke chapter 11 verse 52. Woe unto you lawyers, for ye have taken away the key of knowledge. Ye enter not in yourselves, and them that were entering ye hindered. See that? So those that wanted to know the truth, like those directions, like when the family said, hey, how do you get to the Grand Canyon? You told them to go east when you told them to go east when really they had to go north. See that? So these preachers, these false preachers and pastors and teachers are literally killing people, because they're killing innocent men, women, and children. All right. Facts, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Facts. Let's go to Revelation. Revelation chapter 1 to give you how the Lord looks. Alright, so Revelation chapter 1 verse 12, and we're going to go down to the 19th verse. Alright, we're going to go down to the 19th verse. I turned to see the voice that spake with me, and being turned I saw 7 candlesticks. So right here, John the Revelator is showing us. Okay, he's showing us what he saw. He's telling us what he saw. You know, the Lord actually appeared to John the Revelator when he was sent to the island of Patmos, which is a salt mine. Facts, baby. All right, Revelation chapter 1 verse 12. This is John the Revelator speaking. All right, and we're in the book of Revelation chapter 1 verse 12. We're going to go down to the 19th verse. And I turned to see the voice that spake with me, and being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks. See? Huh? So right here, John the Revelator is explaining to us, you know, what he saw. Okay? And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, so this is going into what? Ladies and gentlemen, what is this going into? Because he had a vision of how the Lord YAHAWASHI looked. All right, you gotta know that. You must know that. So, Revelation, carrying on, chapter 1, verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, alright, so this is explaining what? YAHAWASHI. Okay, this is explaining YAHAWASHI. You gotta know this. Revelation chapter 1 verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man. So that's YAHAWASHI, who the world stubbornly calls Jesus Christ. Clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. So this is John the Revelator describing YAHAWASHI, how he looked. In the midst of the 7 candlesticks, he saw what? A person, one like unto the Son of Man, which is YAHAWASHI. Okay, clothed with the garment down to the foot. Right. See that? So he had a garment. So I mean to what? He has a body. Because we gotta get to the basics. Some of you say, well, yeah, no shit. Well, I mean, hey, there's a lot of simpletons out there. We gotta get down to the bolts and nuts of things. And girt about the paps with a golden girdle. So that golden girdle, so the Lord YAHAWASHI, who the world stubbornly calls Jesus Christ, he has a garment, but he has a golden girdle, like a like a UFC, like a UFC boxing, even like WWE, they have like that, they have like that championship belt, so YAHAWASHI has like that big, it's like a gold belt, like a big, it's a golden girdle that he wears around his waist. To give you an example of what a girdle is, it's like when those boxing fighters or UFC fighters, when they win that belt, how it's like thick. It's not like your regular belt, like you wear on your Levi's, stuff like that. Your pants. It's like big. It's bigger. All right. So he wears that around his garment. Revelation chapter 1 verse 14. His head and his hairs were like wool. So the Lord has woolly hair. Who has woolly hair? The so-called black people. Okay, the so-called black man. Alright, the so-called white man has straight hair. Straight? They have straight hair. Alright, don't even start. As white as snow. So it's white. So who's that image that you have in these churches? Okay, because they show the Son of Man having, straight. So that's already off because it's the Lord has, woolly hair, Woolly hair. So they're already going off there. So they have an image of a person on that cross in these churches around the world. All right, that have what? That has long, straight hair. All right, so right here it's already saying as white as snow. So it's white. So why do they have his hair being brown and being straight? He has white woolly hair. So that's already showing that image that you guys have in these churches. All right, that they're telling you that the Lord's name is Jesus and that it looks like a so-called white man with brown, long, straight hair is completely false and incorrect. And his eyes were as the flame of fire, because he literally has red eyes. Like, before Superman shoots out lasers out of his eyes, just like that, ladies and gentlemen. And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace. See? Huh? As if they burned in a furnace. So, and his voice as the sound of many waters. So, right here, let's break this down. Revelation chapter 1 verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace. So what color is brass? Brown. Huh? As if they burned in a furnace. So if you burn brass, it turns dark brown. Alright, and I don't give a damn how long the so-called white man or white woman stays in the desert. They're gonna turn red. Okay, they may get a little bit tan, but they're not gonna turn brown. Alright, they may get a little tan or whatever, but they're gonna get burnt. They're gonna get more red. Facts. They're not gonna turn brown. And dark brown, the Lord is right here. And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burnt in the furnace. So the Lord's dark brown. Facts. See? Because you Israelites are not black. We're different shades of brown. Facts. And his voice as the sound of many waters. Yeah, so just go over there, like, listen to like Niagara Falls and all that. Big old waterfalls is very powerful, very loud, very strong. Like, damn, like, whoa. So this is the Lord's voice. The Lord, remember, the Lord ain't no simp. The Lord's not gonna come back like, hi guys, and give you guys some orange juice. No, okay? The Lord is a man. He's an all-steer God. Remember, he's the lion of the tribe of Judah, not the bird of the tribe of Judah, the lion. Remember that. Right? Because a lot of you got the wrong image. You guys got the wrong perception, going in through your head. Because, so when you imagine people, because like let's say if somebody says hey, do you know Kimberly? If she's your friend, you're gonna think of her right away. An image of her is gonna pop up in your head, like, oh yeah, it's my friend Kimberly. Let's say somebody asks you about let's say John or let me see who we got here. Reuben. Okay, let's say like, oh, all right, hey, let's say you're working like at let's say you're working at like In and Out, right? And you guys are having your coworkers are having, you know, talks amongst your friends, you know, and you're saying, oh yeah, you know, I used to skate at this park, you know, whatever. And you said, oh yeah, you know, oh who took you to that skate park? You know, how'd you know about the skate park? Like, oh, my friend Ruben, you know, took me there once, you know, back in the 90s, you know, back in the late 90s. So when you think about your friend Ruben, an image is gonna pop up, you know, in your head, like, oh yeah, my friend Ruben, you know, you're gonna think about him for a quick sec, you know, and then, but that image is gonna pop up because you're gonna know, oh yeah, my friend Ruben, you know, see that? So that's why you have to imagine the Lord, because you have to know him, okay? Because a lot of you guys are imagining a so-called white man, because when people say, hey, do you know the Lord and Savior, the image that pops up in your guys' head, all right, is Caesar Borgia, a so-called white man with long, straight, brown hair. You see? See that? So this is why the Lord is telling you this. Okay, this is why the Lord is telling you this. So, because you have to imagine the Lord. You know how he looks. Verse 16, and he had in his right hand 7 stars. 7 stars, and out of his mouth went a sharp 2-edged sword. Right, because this sword cuts both ways, ladies and gentlemen. It cuts both ways. It cuts both ways. This is what you gotta understand. Because look at Nate from IUIC. You know, look at these pastors and preachers in these churches. You know, these and specifically like these Christian churches. You know, like the so-called black church is the biggest joke, by the way. You know, but look at how they're just like, oh, look at me, you know, it's all about me, you know, I'm a man of God, and look at all that, man. Tell that dude to sit, you know, sit your black ass down. You know, you ain't nobody, you know, but see, because you're preaching the word, now you're thinking like, oh yeah, I'm the shiznit. You ain't shit. You know, we're all slaves underneath the international bankers. So you're a proud slave, which means you're a complete retard. You see? So this is what the Lord is telling us. Okay, this is what the Lord is telling us. Revelation chapter 19 verse 16. Revelation chapter 1 verse 16. And he had in his right hand 7 stars, and out of his mouth went a sharp 2-edged sword. Because this word, okay, why you think they had these elites have, you know, YouTube moderators and all that? Because they're trying to you know, they're trying to silence this word, because this word is literally cutting all their facts, you know, and the Lord's gonna keep you know, bringing out more truth and more truth, you know, and it's cutting these devils. The devil's like, damn, you know, how do they know? It's the Lord, you dumbass. See, that's why the Lord's saying, you know, those of you guys that listen to wizards and all that, you know, see, because they think they're the only ones with knowledge. They forgot about the Lord, okay? Facts, because there is a God out there who's laughing at these clowns. Facts. This is what you gotta understand. You know, they think, well, how do they know that? Well, remember, you know, there's a God out there, you know, the God of the Israelites, and he sees everything, him and the angels. Facts. They know everything. They know everything. You know, they know more about you than you do, because they created you. You morons. You imbeciles. Alright, you Israelites are out here acting like straight barbarians. Okay? And that's facts. Alright, you guys are out here acting like straight barbarians. So this word is sharp, because that's all that the prophets gotta do. The prophets ain't gotta go over here with, you know, come out and teach the word with confetti, you know, gotta be out here with baseball bats threatening people. No. Alright, because look what's happening to the small hats. They're being exposed. Look what's happening to Israel. Their iron dome is failing. See, because the Lord's saying, I'm gonna destroy them. We don't gotta do nothing. You know, we don't gotta push nobody. We don't have to do anything to nobody. You know, all we gotta do is bring out the word. See? This is all that we have to do pretty much. You know, just bring out the word. See how the Lord is destroying these heathens and all that? They got ICBMs pointing at each other. So we don't have to be over here and tell people, you know, like try to fight people. And we don't got to do nothing. We just got to chill. The Lord fights our battles. That's literal. All right, look what's happening in Israel. Their Iron Dome were failing. Iran and Israel, you know, about to get up in them. You know? Oh yeah, they're about to go up in them. See that? You know, do we have to do anything? No, we're still out here doing the same thing over and over again. You know, what are we doing today? Teaching the word. You know, getting a lesson in street teachings. See, same thing. We don't gotta get violent. We don't gotta do anything. All we gotta do is teach the word. That's it. That's it. No games, no gimmicks. All we gotta do is teach the word, and the word is gonna be it's being made manifest, because you have a lot of bug outs and sellouts under a 501c3 charter that's been telling the world, you know, oh, you know, the world's gonna end, and you know, the Lord's not gonna come no more. You know, so a lot of you guys don't believe no more, because a lot of people have told you that, you know, the world's gonna end. You know, and remember they had that movie 2012 and all that. So a lot of you guys think, oh, you know what, it's not the end of the world. You know, people have been saying that. You know, stop with this dystopian nonsense. You know. But those are stumbling blocks, because now we're in that time. We're not at the end of the world where the planet's gonna explode. We're at the end of a kingdom. We're at the end of a rulership. So you can understand. It's very, very important, you know. Very, very important, because we're at the end of a rulership. We're at the end of a generation. You know, we're at the end of an era. It's a kingdom. All right. So who's ruling right now? We're at the end of a rulership. So who's ruling right now? Esau. All right. The Rothschilds, Rockefellers on down. They're the Edomites. All right. That's what that word Edom means, which means Ida one. It means red. That's why the Rothschilds, you know, that's their name. You know, Rothschild, which means Rothschild, red. You know, red child. You know. So that they you know, the Rothschilds, before they changed their last name to Rothschilds, they were the Bowers. Okay, the Bowers. That word Bower means peasant, because they're base men. You know, they're base men. Facts. So before they changed their name to to Rothschilds, they were known as the Bowers. Okay, Bowers, Bower, the Bowers family. That word Bower means peasant. See, you know, and a lot of you Rockefellers out there, you guys are Rothschilds too. You know, but you guys just change your last names and stuff and move around because you don't want to be identified. You know what I'm saying? Facts. So this is why the elites, they hide a lot. They hide themselves. Why? Because you know, they're up to no good. You know. And his countenance was as the sun shineth in his strength. Yeah, because the Lord came back, you know, shining, you know, with that light. Revelation chapter 1, verse 17. And when I saw him, I fell at his feet as dead. So when John the Revelator saw YAHAWASHI, he's like, imagine all that power, because all the prophets that, you know, saw angels, you know, when the angels came to him, you know, they all dropped, you know, like, they bowed, you know, like, damn, because this came with so much power. Saying, imagine the Lord. So that's why John the Revelator is like, he just fell to the ground, like, oh, damn, you know, because imagine all that power. And he laid his right hand upon him. That's right, right hand, you know, screw all you on the left hand side. You guys are all weak as hell. The right hand side, that's right, baby. You know, the right hand side. See, it doesn't say the left. Right, because we're right. You know, we do things that are right. Facts. And he laid his right hand upon me, saying unto me, fear not, I am the first and the last. Verse 18, I am he that liveth and was dead. Alright? And behold, I am alive forevermore. Forever. Okay, forever. So the Lord's alive, because the Lord was crucified a little over 2,000 years ago. Remember that? And he came back. He rose back 3 days later. See? So if people are still praying to the Lord right now, how can the Lord still be around, still be alive after 2,000 years? How? Because he's immortal. He conquered death. And that's what he's going to give to the children of Israel. See that? Alright? Facts. Because how is the Lord still around? Why are you still praying to somebody? How can somebody still be alive after 2,000 years? Right? Okay. Exactly. Because he is the Son of the Most High, Yahweh. Facts. He's the real deal. He is the real deal, ladies and gentlemen. You know, he is nothing to play with. You know, I can assure you that. That's why those of you that are going against him, go for it. You got it. You know? Facts. You know, we don't even give a damn because you want to go against the Lord, good luck. That's entirely on you. You know, facts. You know, us that serve the Lord, look how we catch. And we serve him. You know, and we love the Lord and we serve him. You know, we don't know if we're going to be worthy, but at least we're not going against him. You know, we're trying over here. And look at how jacked up we get. So how much those of you that are going against him, you know, complete morons. Do you even realize how painful your death's going to be? It's beyond comprehension, ladies and gentlemen. Beyond comprehension. It's unimaginable. Facts. Huh? Revelation chapter 1 verse 17. And when I saw him, I fell at his feet as dead. And he laid his right hand upon me, saying unto me, Fear not, I am the first and the last. See that? Because he's the first and the last, ladies and gentlemen. Verse 18, I am he that liveth and was dead, and behold, I am alive forevermore. Amen. And have the keys to hell and death. There it is. There's to go back to those keys again. You know? So the Lord has the keys to life and death, because if you die in these upcoming perils, you know, of concentration camps, martial law, whatever, these wars, the Lord, if you are part of the hopeful elect, the Lord is going to raise you back up, just like he came back to life 3 days later. So those of you that might have to lose your children, because these elites are going to roll on the elect. All right, and you got to know, some people are going to lose family members. Some people are going to be put down. That's a small number, but just remember, you know, because they are going to kidnap families. You know, they'll clone you. Facts, they'll clone you, put you in dungeons, separate you, but it's all right. That's all part of the Lord's story. Don't fear them. Don't worry, you're going to see your family again. I know it may be hard. That's why you have to build your foundation now. That way you're strong. Because if they put your family down in front of you, if, let's say your family betrays you, and they turn you into Esau, that's all right too. There's no reason to get mad. Just know that's their lot. You know, they're kind of like Judas Iscariot. They betrayed the Lord. Just know that. So you don't got to get worked up. Why? Because the Lord's right around the corner. Everything's going to be all right. We got to go through the hardships. We got to go through the straight gate in order to get the kingdom. So it's already written. So don't be surprised like, oh, damn. You know, I'm not saying because, you know, all family members, because some of your family members, hell yeah, they're going to have your back to, to the moon and back, you know, but some of them are going to betray you. Those are just some cases, scenarios around the world. All right. But that's why you have to understand the truth. That way you can understand what's going on. That way when it happens, you're not like just, oh, wait, what the hell? These people are betraying me. You know what's going on. You already know. The Lord already told you, look, this is going to happen, mijo. This is going to happen. This is going to happen, mijo. But don't worry. It has to happen like that. You know, just like the Lord had to go on the cross. You think the Lord felt good with smiling with a latte? Like, hell yeah, I get to go on the cross, baby. No, man, he was bleeding. He was so nervous. He was sweating blood. See? So the Lord felt all that, you know, facts. All those big nails that they put him to the cross. Facts. You think he wanted to go through that? Fuck, hell no. He told the Lord 3 times. The Lord didn't even answer him to show you. So if our Lord had to go through the hardships, who the hell are we? See, and he's the Son of the Most High, YAHAWASHI. See that? So can you imagine us? If he had to go through it, you don't think we're not going to go through it? Oh, hell yeah, we are. But that's why once you understand this thing, you know, you just know that there's going to be people who don't believe. You're going to have non-believers. So the non-believers, okay, what is their job of a non-believer? Okay, a non-believer, all right, their job is what? Okay, because they don't believe. So that's why there's no reason of getting worked up and saying, oh, you know what? There's these people right here, these group of individuals, they don't believe. Damn, shoot. All right. So what is the Lord talking about here? Because the Lord is telling you, okay, the Lord is telling us, that what is a job of a unbeliever, a non-believer, because they don't believe, ladies and gentlemen. So they're doing their job. So what is a job of a non-believer? Because they don't believe. Right? Right. See? All right. Revelation chapter 1 verse 19. Write the things which thou hast seen, and the things which are, and the things which shall be hereafter. Right. See that? So the Lord is telling John the Revelator, write the things which thou hast seen, because he's giving him visions of the chip. By the way, the chip, all right, the RFID is that is the MOTB, all right, that is the hour of temptation. That's a very serious prophecy. So the Lord showed John the Revelator that. Remember that, Revelation chapter 13 verse 15 through 18. You gotta know that. You gotta know that. You gotta know that, ladies and gentlemen. See? So this is why the Lord gave John the Revelator those revelations, those visions. Write verse 19. Write the things which thou hast seen, and the things which are, and the things which shall be hereafter. Because the Bible is like a time machine, baby. It lets you know the past, the present, and the future. Facts, baby, 100%. So this is how we know. Okay, we understand our history, where we're coming from, who we are. We know the present. All right, we know what's happening right now. They're passing draconian laws, legislatives, executive orders. All right, what's the future? The kingdom. See? The New World Order. But the New World Order of what? The Israelites, not the Edomites. See? Because we speak facts. This world, they relied on what? They say, theoretically speaking, because they rely on theory. You know what theory is? That's like it's like an educated guess, because they're just guessing. They don't know. They don't know. Facts, That's why they say theoretically speaking, because they're going based on a theory, not on a fact. So they're just guessing. See? Just like that image, if you guys ever seen that image that brothers posted up of NASA when they video record that big old spaceship heading towards Earth, and they cut the live feed. All right, so now these heathens and Edomites are like, hey, we gotta take care of that problem. They're like, oh, just cut the live feed. They're like, there, problem solved. The problem's still there, you dumbass. See, but that just shows you the wisdom. Okay, that shows you the wisdom of these leaders. All they do is just say, let's not talk about it. So that don't fix the problem. That don't fix the problem, Lee. That don't fix the problem, Lou. See what I'm saying? Just because you guys cut the live feed doesn't mean that the spaceship's still not there. YAHAWASHI is still surrounding the planet Earth right now. And you guys are like, oh, we cut the live feed, it's all good. This is how retarded the leaders are. This is how retarded the bosses and leaders are of this earth. Just to show you the wisdom. Because all they're saying, well, let's just not tell the people. Let's just cut the live feed and there you go, problem solved. The spaceship's still there, you moron. See? And now everyone just the next day just drinks lattes, has Zoom meetings like, oh, it's all good. It's not all good. You're gonna be in a world of hurt very soon. Very soon? Shit. Very soon, ladies and gentlemen. Huh? You see? Alright? So that's just to show you the wisdom of this world. The wisdom, the knowledge of this world. Look at how the leaders, what they say. How do they tell their people what to do? This is how they do it. They stay quiet about everything. They're like, oh no, we can't tell them. We have to trap them. We have to trick them. This is how stupid the leaders are. They're like, let's just cut the live feed. Oh, there we go. Problem solved. Problem solved? Really? Is that right, Steven? The problem's still there. You know, the problem is still there. Still there? Yo, the problem is still there. Huh? The problem is still there. See? So this is what you guys, you gotta understand that. You know, you gotta understand that. Alright, so this is how the leaders of this world, how they perform. You know, what do they tell their congregation? What do they tell their people? You know? You gotta understand, we're being ruled by idiots and morons. You know, the Edomites and heathens are going straight into slavery. Yeah, they may get butthurt, but they're going, so what? The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you guys got next. And that's for show, that is for show. 100%, ladies and gentlemen. So with that, that is the lesson on YAHAWASHI is the Lion of the tribe of Judah. On your feet, soldier. On your feet, soldier. Stay strong. Shalom.